that might give you a hint of where Nalam stashed Kai. They were important. She tried to keep her tone light. Because I knew it was only a matter of time before you went after those records yourself. They were sitting there in that office like bait for the tiger, which probably is exactly what it was. Well, they didn't get you, and they didn't get me. But there was no way I could forget them.
And so you broke into that warehouse and tried to steal them. You could have gotten yourself killed. Those contractors who guard Nalam's properties don't hesitate to shoot first and ask questions later.
I'd heard that, and I found out it was true, she said wryly. But I'd already taken photos of the document and was on my way out of the warehouse when they started to shoot. They only managed to force me to duck a couple of bullets and then brace myself as I jumped into the back of the truck I had waiting. She smiled. You would have been proud of me, Alon.
No, I would have been terrified, he said soberly. Nalam is a monster, and no one knows that better than I do. You might not have gotten shot, but that doesn't mean there won't be ramifications. They saw you tonight. That means I might be safer, but you won't. You knew that would happen, didn't you?
I thought there would be a possibility. She shrugged. I hired Leo Manos to get me out of Manila. He's a professional, but someone might track him down. And there are so many super-duper surveillance gadgets these days, and Nalam certainly has the money to afford them in all his warehouses. I tried to avoid the cameras and disguise myself as much as possible, but one of his cameras might have caught me, and I'm not that good at disguises. Then there's trace evidence. She made a face. Yeah, I made a choice. But you shouldn't be so rude as to ignore what's important here. She reached into her backpack and pulled out her camera. I brought you a gift. She handed it to him. Now, say thank you, Diane.
Thank you, Diane.
He cleared his throat.
Even though it's much more important to keep you safe than it is me. The first thing Nalam is going to do is find out what's missing and then figure out why and who might have done it. No one knew anything about you. But that will change, Diane. We both know that you shouldn't have done this. It was neither wise nor safe.
She chuckled. Since when did my decisions ever reflect either one of those qualities? Now stop being so serious. I wanted to do it, and it's done. I didn't take the file itself. I took photos of it, and then took a handful of other files so he wouldn't know what I was after. It will be a while before the results catch up with me, so I'll have time to find a way to take the next step and maybe protect myself along the way. She got to her feet. But not too much time. Consider it a goodbye gift. I'll be leaving your island tonight. It's not safe for you or your people if I don't. She stood looking at him. She had always thought him the most handsome man she had ever met. He was everything that was tall and strong and golden. He was of Polynesian descent, but that golden glow wasn't only genetic. It came from the soul within. She held out her hand to him. Come and take a walk with me on the beach, Alon. I'm not sure when I'll be able to come back here, and I'll miss it.
It's only a place, Diane.
He took her hand and walked with her toward the veranda.
I thought I'd taught you that people are much more important than places.
Oh, I might miss you, too. Her voice was unsteady as she added, Remember that you're the best friend I've ever had. The mentor who taught me, perhaps even the father who was never there for me. But neither of us are that sentimental, are we?
You certainly try not to be, but actions speak louder than words.
He smiled at her.
However, it would probably be less emotional for you if you told me where you plan on going after you leave here tonight. You do have a plan, I hope.
Of course. As much a one as I could throw together on the way here to the island. I'm even planning on asking someone to help me, if I can talk him into it.
That sounds like you. Brilliant on research and creativity, not so good on keeping your head above water. Who are you planning on trying to persuade?
She looked away from him into the scarlet of the sunset. It was beautiful and peaceful here, and soon there would be no peace in her life. She was leaving Alon, who had been her bedrock since the bad days, and going where no certainty existed. You've heard me talk about him, but you've never met him.